I'm not good at this. But anyway. I should probably switch the language to... Anyway, we can play without the language switch. And now, please be so kind to give me some time to check the stream if everything looks good. Because I don't know if it does. Oh no, I'm streaming successfully and there are 4 people online. But I have a wrong name and wrong stream description. Maybe somebody will come online and help me change that, but hey. For now I'll be building a little town. And we'll see if people wanna come on and join me or help me. Is anything? Pick a good spot on for our little town. We gotta be close to the water. Preferably not on a hill. And close to the forest. Also, maybe, just maybe, close to some stones. Lime? Is this lime? I think. Hey. This looks like a good spot, I guess. We'll have to build a bit of bridges, but... There you go. Need a lumber mill to do wood things. Produce wood to build more towns and then gold. One, and before I unpause and put more people into builders. And think where we would put the town itself. Where are we putting the residential area? So everything industrial will go that way and will be by the wood. Residential, I'm thinking here, and we will be building the fields. Fields need a lot of space. Fields here, residential here, industrial here. Theoretically. Let's start with a couple of houses. It has good building control tools. You can turn everything around. You can change the fence. The fence link up. Fences link up. What did I say? How do I do it? Let's start building it. Way. F. Okay, this turns at 90 degrees. Shift is several buildings. And Alt is make what's if I do this, this is menu where I control where the house is. Shows me the route for the people who will be in the house, taking it here. Do I want it to be longer, shorter? let's say this, but a little go this way. So like a long yard. Looks nice. Put this one here. And then think about the next one. So, do like so. But instead, put the building over further corner, kind of like this. Maybe make a little bigger yard. I like that. Nice. And over this. That's good. So before I unpause, we have a little camp with a bunch of people in it. Mikita Yablonsky. Education 1 out of 5. 35 years old. Lives over here. Health good. He's resting. His clothes quality is 5 out of 5. His warm clothes quality is 3 out of 5, and his boots quality is also 3 out of 5. He's saying, I love her eyes. Shiny like berries in the rain. Aw. What? That's so cute. Tatiana Shirimet. 32 years old. 0 education. Unemployed. Clothes quality 3 out of 5. Warm clothes quality 3 out of 5. Shoes quality 2 out of 5. But she's healthy. So when we put down a camp, they have a bunch of little buildings here already. Before we build houses for them, they'll be living in these little tents, where you can see who lives here. A little family of 2 people. The lady is older than the guy. That's pretty well ages for you. You can see all of the food that they have stored for themselves, how much money they have, and their monthly income. So they've been living in these little tents, and if we don't make enough houses until the winter, they will leave the town. Hey, Bully Snake. Yeah, I know. I didn't think I'll get a chance to stream today, so I didn't inform whoever's in charge of the stream description and the avatar, because I don't know how to change that. I'm a extremely uneducated person. That does not mean that I'm not going to build beautiful little Ukrainian town. So oh no. What can I do about this? Oh, I can do like so. Very close. Probably bring this here a little bit. This out here a little bit. With the house over here like so. Maybe bring this a bit more space to get to. But that's how many? 5. We need 4 more, and in theory, they should be able to finish them by summer. By winter. What does it beast? Okay, this looks good. A little bit too close to the river, maybe? Yeah, like so. They'll have their little exit to the river, and the house will corner nicely overlooking the river. I don't know if the developer has added any like natural disasters, like floods and stuff. Maybe he did. We will find out because I did not check the patch notes. Press the wrong button. Here. Push this out a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. Okay, another one. Another one. Try to make it a bit square looking. This one also wants to look at the river, but be not too close to it. And now for the last one. Where do we put the last house? We'll put it here. This. It back. This goes forward. Nah, no smaller yard. Big yard. Always big yard. Because technically it's even a little bit of min-maxing. The larger yard they have, the more food they can produce for themselves, and the less they will complain that they don't have nice food things in the town. Let's roll. So some of the things that you get at the beginning when you put down a little camp is 3 carts. Carts break, you need to produce new carts and you need to maintain them because they constantly carry heavy stuff in them. You can see they're loading up some wood to build a lumber mill. They also brought with themselves 1,500 nails, 4,000 hay for roofs, and 1,000 iron ore, or I guess this is already processed iron, that you can make into nails. Game doesn't allow you to recruit women as builders because that's kind of not their job in the time period. So, although they can do all kinds of other works, but they specifically do not do building because it's strenuous, hard work, and it's medieval ages. Hello, Tiger. Thank you for changing the name of the stream. Yes, the game's name is Ostriv, that's correct. Pretty good game, done by a single dude. who's insane because he's very authentic with the way he works on architecture of the buildings. It's true to the history and true to even the, what do you call them, layout of the buildings as they were in the Middle Ages. Ah, thank you. That's a good description. Yeah, life indeed is not so simple. Here we see guys loading up some more wood to build that lumber mill. And let me show you the process, because the process is very, very fascinating. They'll be making a little rise, a little foundation for the lumber mill. Obviously, the lumber mill does not involve any bricks or anything like that. It's a completely wooden building with a hay roof and some nails holding it together. It's a simple place. But basically a warehouse with a bunch of saws and a bunch of logs in it, and a little bit of appliances to handle the big wood. Appliances to handle big wood. Sounds alright. I'm playing right now on normal speed. I obviously can speed it up, but for now it looks nice and calm. They're hammering in posts to make the foundation. The clothes on the guys, everything looks perfectly historical. I think the closest visually amongst other games in terms of architecture and stuff was the old Cossack games, which were also made here. You can't trust anybody to appropriately appropriate your culture. You have to do it yourself. They're doing the floorboards, bit by bit, slowly carrying everything in. And obviously not everything is perfect in this game, because it's not a full release, it's technically an early access in development game, so things are being added as we go. I'm looking at the stream and my screen is very weird when I turn. Yeah, maybe that's just how it's shown on my device. While you're building your houses, you can set up your village as in improvements. There are various things. I can put in fences, I can put in an arch at the entrance, a little birdhouse, a bunch of different trees, and if I slap a tree somewhere that produces fruit, they will be able to gather that fruit. But obviously, as it's a tree, it will take several in-game years to grow until you will be able to pick up fruit from. Let's keep watching. Yeah, let's speed it up. Up, 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 up. They ran out of wood. We need more wood. Probably more nails. Done. That's done. Let's slap a couple of people here, so they'll be working on producing, lumbering the mill, or milling the lumber, whatever it is. Everybody Every male I have right now is employed as a builder, so we will free up one guy, and he'll probably get hired by the lumber mill. Not yet, but soon. Also, one of the things that you get when you build a starting camp, you get a little well for water. But water is openly available everywhere. Completely Holinisha. Okay. Need to build a clay pit. So, and over here in you, so they would build it. Because it's a clay pit. Basically, all they need is to dig it and put some fence around it. Clay pit is done. So here's them building a house, fast forwarded. Again, very authentic. They're doing the foundation again. This time, it's not just wood. They have clay. They have hay. Is it hay? You can see they're doing the floors, so the house is a little bit elevated from the ground. Now, that's the entrance hallway. They're filling in the clay in the wall. Wall foundation, I guess. Then they are laying out the inside wall with wood, but they will be slapping some more clay on the outside. Not all around, I think, because this should be probably a kitchen. You will also see that they're building a stove in the middle of the house. Usually the stove was in the middle of the house to properly heat everything during winter. Here you can see them making clay walls. Over here is clay in buckets. They're carrying it, filling it in, making walls. Yeah, probably this won't be played over. Oh, we'll see. It's funny that the word clay in English sounds very similar to the word glue in Slavic languages, which is clay. Clay is just glue, like EVA glue, super glue. Here, they're making a stove in the middle of the main room. A stove? What do you call it? Oh, the language barrier. Oh, the vocabulary. Peach is what we call it in Ukrainian, which sounds like fruit in English. They probably have something in common. Warm and fuzzy. Some supports for the roof coming in. The stove is done. Some more supports. And toiling away in spring heat. It's March, end of March. Will be April right now. Where is it? Technically, we call March birch month because it's the month when birch starts flowering. Here, as you can see, is what do you call it? Chimney. Jesus, I lost so many words from my vocabulary. Gotta read some more English books, I guess. Soon they'll be putting hay over on the roof. And we have 1, 2, 3. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and in November they start complaining. So about 7 to 8 months to build all of these houses. And also hope that we won't run out of materials, because these houses are expensive. They need a lot of materials. And I don't have any buildings producing materials apart from these two, which is clay and wood. But I would need hay for the roof and more nails to hold it all together. Nice. Slapping on some hay. So the architecture, the way this house is built, is exactly as if people were living in 1600s, 1700s Ukraine village. That's exactly how they would build a house and make their yard. Obviously, it's a little bit simplified because people usually had more than one building in their yard. They would have like a shed for tools, maybe a little housing for their domestic animals. But hey, they finished. Put some windows on. Put some white lime? Is it lime? Just popniak. I think it's lime. It's the white thing that you mix with water and paint buildings with. So here's a little family that settles in. Nikita Yablonsky. This guy and his wife. He's the current village head, the head of the settlement. With his wife, he gets the first, always gets the first house. Obviously. These people sit around, don't do anything for now, but we can change some settings here. Here I can only control how much money they get. Here I can control how much stuff they keep, because if they have too much stuff, they need a warehouse building where they put all of the wood they produce. Here, nothing really can be done because it's just a pick of clay. It has infinite clay, it never runs out of it. As you can see, they're slowly moving towards building more stuff. This up. And see if we can make it until winter with all of the houses that I planned out. Ladies for now are mostly chilling, sometimes cooking in little tents. As you can see, the lady with the house is working on her yard. She'll be putting in, we'll see what she... It's April, so it's a good time to farm into soul. Spread the seed. Jesus Christ. sped up mode, they're obviously building them a little bit faster. I think this one is a little different to that one, as you can see. The stove will probably be in a different place, but also close to the middle of the house. It has a lot of cultural meaning. There are a lot of cultural traditions tied to the stove being a holy place. On many holidays you would put bread there, or a specific person could only sleep there, because this big place is for sleeping. People slept on it. Medicinal herbs and veggies, yes, for sure. Have another family move in, and they instantly make it. Do a little dirt for veggies. Fences are incomplete. They will be done once all of the houses are in place. We can see all of the food that they have here is chickpeas. Peas, yeah. This is buckwheat, sunflower oil, honey, dried fish, some pumpkins, some pig fat, firewood, and water is what they have. They make 3.75 hryvnias, is what it was in the past. Karbovancy also per month. And their general wealth is 20. They moved in 2 months ago, but this guy is the richest guy in the village because he's middle of May. There's enough people to be both building one house and be starting on another one. Hopefully I will have enough materials to build all of them, because I don't remember exactly done. This one's probably similar to this one in the layout on the inside. Yeah. I'm watching my stream, and when I move the camera everything's so jittery. Let me know if that's how you see it, because awful. Not very smooth. So these are no idea. We'll see when they grow up. Another family moved in. Good. I obviously have a couple of bigger saves where I built out a town of over 100 families already, but I wanted to start from the very beginning, just show the initial run of the game. Don't have too much time. I think I'll be in maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, but just wanted to be here and show off a little nice city builder game. It is very chill. I hope that you hear the sound from the game, because the music is pretty. Here we have another little house being built. Also, I think a different layout. I don't know how many layouts he put in the game, like how many unique houses are there. They're all pretty similar. The general idea is very simple. You had one big room, one smaller room, and the stove in the middle, and sometimes a hallway? Yes, by the way, as to medicinal herbs, I'm not sure if they're in the game yet. I think the guy's planning to add them. But maybe they already are, because he added health, and he added Zdrowia. For now, in health, there is only a hairdresser. You gotta cut your hair to be healthy. Hey, Paladin. Nice to see you. Making good progress. It's the end of June, and we have 4 houses done, 5 houses to go. Not too fast, because if we don't make it until winter, or one of the families, they'll leave. It's not a big deal. We will just have to wait till summer until a new family moves in. Because if the house stays empty, somebody from the outside of the village just appears and moves in. See, this one is completely clayed around, fully, from all sides. This one is another layout, or a different one. Speed up more supports for the roof. The hay is already here. I don't think that I get notifications that I'm running out of resources, which is good. I will get them, because the first 2 things you run out of is hay and nails for building a house. Somebody instantly moved in. But what is this? Oh, these are pumpkins. These are pumpkins. This, I don't know what this is. Probably beetroots? They do all kinds of things. There are onions, there are all kinds of produce. I will be building a storage room for food, and it will have the list of all of the things that can be produced in the game. At some point, you can build a chicken house, a cow pen, cow pen, I guess, pig pen, and sheep pen. The stuff that you can do here, or you have to do here, is pretty extensive. You can forgo, for example, producing many things in your town and focus on trade if you know what the surrounding towns will need. So you can just sell whatever, like focus on one thing, produce a lot of it, sell it, make money, and then just buy animals, buy clothes, buy the missing resources that you might not have on the map, or you just don't want to build a building to produce them. You can trade by water, so I can build a river trade post, and trade by land trade post. What's interesting is the developer put in the algorithm so that they make pathways. If they walk the same way many times, a pathway appears there. They need to... There's an algorithm, he explained it. How many times they have to go one way for this to appear. 3 more houses to go, and we are in the middle of August, so I think we're making it. The pumpkins are nearly ready. The more space they have for their little yard, the less they complain about the food being boring, because at one point I played a different game, I mean a different scenario. The only food I had for them in winter was dried fish, sunflower oil, and flour. So they were just like frying bread and eating it with dried fish, which sounds horrible. Medieval farm sim Sunday. Kinda, yeah. Now they start to complain that they don't have water, and slap a couple of these over here. And then we will slap a... Oh, this one's stone. Little well over here. They'll build it after they finish the houses, but they'll have access to the water over here, but that's during summer, because in winter the river froze over, you can't get water, you can't fish, and you can't use river trade, which is kind of obvious. Fast, 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 and another house is done. 2 more to go. Over here. There they are running in with all of the building materials. Just a little bit more. I could have built smaller houses which are faster to build, but I don't like it because you either have to tear them down or you have to build a really good infrastructure of access to good food and whatnot, because the people who don't have their own yard, they start complaining real fast that they don't have something like interesting food, that it's real cold in winter and whatnot. So. We'll try to make it until winter. Build good houses for everybody. With good yard, good stove, good walls, good roof. Want everybody to be happy and satisfied. These 2 little tents contain the last 2 families that we need to move into our new housing. This will be replaced when we build a town government building, and this we will replace with a warehouse for materials. We are running out of stuff real fast. Nails, not so bad. This, not so good. I think that should be enough for the next one. Yeah, one house needs about 420 hay. We have right. Okay, one less building, and the next thing that we will build in after that is hay collectory. Покривайте. Put it over here. Here, another interesting layout, I think. Different than the ones we've seen. Also, the house is completely clayed over. Walls are full of clay. From all sides. Does it have all the necessary resources? Oh no. We only got 220 hay left for the roof. And this thing... Oh, this thing doesn't need hay for the roof, which is good. We will be able to finish the last nice house and then work on anything. As you can see, the houses that we built a little bit later in the year, they didn't manage to hit the farming season, so their yards are empty, but the next year is going to be fine. I think think I want to slap a couple of trees. Apricots. So apricots, cherries, and apple tree. One apple tree. Another apple tree. Slap them in. Couple trees here and there. Maybe a couple in the yards. I can't. Right over here. Two trees at the entrance here, two trees at the entrance here. Couple random trees all around the place. Tree here. Yeah, we wrapped up the housing. They're asking for more housing, so we will build this little building that produces hay. By the way, it's one of the first buildings that you can employ ladies in, so they'll get their fair share of work. They go to the river to collect riverweed. Don't know name. It depends. I tried to do something with the sound. It was weird. I tried recording myself and it didn't work too well. Like, I heard myself bad. So, Blue, that might be correct. But if Paladin hears me well, then hopefully it's all good. Not really good with the settings stuff. Here are a couple ways to the water where they can grab a bucket or two, and there's a well. It slowly fills up and also gets drained by people who want some water. Okay, our building queue is empty. Ladies are producing a bit by bit, so we could make new roofs. And we are asked to build a farm. I'm thinking over here. And winter is a good time to build a farm, so in spring we could start sowing the seeds. Where is farm? Farm here. Where do we put it? Where do we put it? You know, say here. And then we will need another house for we put it right here. Yeah, I guess. It is snowing and the river is about to freeze over. Dudes are producing wood like mad, which is good. Ladies are producing a lot of hay, which is also good. We'll need that for housing, for roofing. Let's speed it up and see how to build a farm. Because we need that done by spring, and we need to lay out the fields by spring. This one is a full-on house, so it needs hay, it needs clay, nails, wood, all kinds of things. Now they're complaining that their carts are falling apart. So we would need Teslarnia, which is cart support. Carter. And what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna finish this building and they're gonna start complaining that they don't have enough nails to build the cart caretaker. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. There are different houses, so you start with these two usually. Hata is a smaller one. This one's the bigger one with a yard. This one is a tavern, but you usually get it later in the game when you start producing alcohol. These are big buildings that are made from brick already. As you can see, they ask for about 8,000 brick. They also need lime. I don't know what's the... I think that's... There are a lot of these, so you can build a full-on town, like a little city. Not only village. Yeah, they're complaining about the nails. They're running out of nails. Production has a lot of buildings, so this is a lumber mill, farm, garden. By the way, I should have put garden in. Bye. Let us wrap up the farm and then switch to building a smithery? What do you call a building where a smith lives? Forge. Blacksmith. Blacksmith house where he knocks iron, make things. English language, learn good for many years. Know many words, can't explain anything. We don't have enough of this. Ladies gotta work harder. Producing that hay for the roof. There are 6 people working on this. Although considering that we don't have the materials, I think one person's working, the other 5 are fucking chilling and shit. Come on! 280 more. It's already end of January, do it faster. What did she plant? I'm wondering. Zucchinis? Kabachok. I don't remember how kabachok is in English. What's a eggplant but green? What's... I don't remember. This lady planted onions, carrots. Okay. Oh no, they are in really bad condition. Oh no, they're all broken. Can they carry stuff by hand to build the building? Let's do them this way. Come on. Yeah, they have to carry everything by hand. This is not gonna be fast, but okay. Let's slow down. We're in the middle of February. And we will add... we'll add fields. Field number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Good field, big fields. We need to put the boss here, because the boss can know the crop rotation. If you have a manager, Olena Stepanova, мабуть, he can manage the crop rotation. And let's start with potatoes, with buckwheat, and more potatoes. Next year we make potatoes, then we make buckwheat. This will switch the potatoes, we'll switch the buckwheat, and we will rotate like so for now, and put in a couple of ladies to work the field. Who can we hire? We can hire up to 20 we call them contract workers, so people who are not full-time employees, but they come in to do a seasonal job. Seasonal workers. There it is. We can hire children. Oh no. But that's a medieval village for you. Children could work the fields, and moreover they did work the fields very often. And we turn all of this on. We'll be eating buckwheat and potatoes, which is not very interesting, but hey. You do what you gotta do. Eat this up and see how fast they'll be able to build the cart caretaker carrying all of the stuff by hand, because I postponed it for too long and we broke all of the carts. Not that bad, considering that the lumber mill is not too far away. So, okay, I guess. We will also need... Where's the entrance? Ooh, we need to start firing people from constructor positions. Don't have enough hands to... Come on! Nobody wants to be a cart caretaker? Oh, yeah. There you go. Radoslav Shvet. Here are ladies working the fields, and 3 seasonal workers helping them. Hopefully they'll be able to sow everything in time and gather everything. Slow it down. In theory, they don't have really awesome animations, but this walking in lines, they are sowing the seeds. Fixing cart? Do your job, no? Ковальня потребує палива для роботи. Збудити церкву. Okay, I get it. I need charcoal. We will build. Oh, and I usually build 2 of them because they're cheap, fast to build, and charcoal is very much necessary. And you fixing the carts? How much wood do you need to fix the goddamn cart? 100 wood. It's a lot. Again, sowing the seeds. Or if they end movements or anything? No, they just. It's fine, I guess. Fine for a game built by one guy. These people just can't stop producing wood. Oh no, running out of nails. But it says that all of the necessary resources are in place, which is good. Pop, and it's done. And we put somebody to work. We are losing our builders, and we will need to build a house. Invite one more family. Hopefully after that, a couple more houses. Invite a couple more families. Now, we will also need a warehouse and a couple trading posts, so we could sell the produce to the people, and so that the people would sell their produce to each other. We'll do that later, a little bit. You fixing the cart? Didn't have metal parts? I don't have enough people to carry out all the tasks. Because we need to produce charcoal here, to put it into the blacksmith's house, so he could produce metal parts. So this guy could get metal parts, so he could fix the carts. Yeah, this year everybody's planting stuff compared to the previous year when only 4 houses had that, which is good. They'll have variety in their diet. Hopefully you don't hear the police cars or whatever it is. It's pretty loud. I live very close to one of the main streets. Do we have anybody to move in? Немає ринку. No market. Gotta flap in that market. Yatka. This little thing is market that can sell 4 types of produce. And I think I'll start building them like in a row over here in front of the houses. Okay. Did we manage to do this one? Because I don't think anything's growing here. Only here and here. Yeah. No, it was the seeds were put in a little bit later on. It'll take a bit more time, which is fine. You can use the empty fields for cows to feed on grass, just in general for animals to feed on grass. One of my main problems here with the animals, when I buy them, they always goddamn die because I can't manage the income uptake of food, so I could both feed the people and the animals. So I had many times I had to, like, with the coming of the winter, I had to slaughter like 20 goddamn cows because I didn't have enough stuff to feed them with. Sometimes they just died from hunger. Once they just died from being parched because the lady who worked in the cow pen, she couldn't build her root efficiently enough to bring water in, so that's that wasn't too good. But the charcoal is about to be produced. This guy will pick it up. He'll produce parts, and finally the cart guy can start fixing the carts. Yeah, pretty good. I think if I had a little bit more time, or if I'll continue playing this safe, I'll build a little bridge over here, because there is oh yeah, I think it's lime, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, 9,000 charcoal. You should be fine by now. Bring yourself some charcoal and start working, because we need those carts up and running again. Meanwhile, I need... I think. Yeah, I'd be happy to build a little garden. A little bit right over here. And Переводительство Мискарада. Oh, yes. The city hall. Let's put the city hall overlooking our little city. Nobody's moving in. Okay. And I need a plot, which is a warehouse. Put it right beside the farm, so there it is. You making metal parts? Jesus Christ, thank God. You know what? I'll take off another guy and slap him in the forge so they would produce the metal parts faster. Work faster in general. Hit the table with my leg back. Our buckwheat and potatoes are growing up, green and nice. We'll have some food for winter. Because these guys should be running out of their nice stuff very soon, because there's only one piece of big fat left. 5 pieces of dried fish. Yeah, they have the veggies, sure, but that's not a solution. These guys have 2 kids already. Dobrana. Everybody has kids. Kids. They don't have This is the blacksmith. 38. His wife is 35. One of their sons is 16. In medieval, in 1600s, 1700s, Ukraine 16 would be like a full-grown man already. So I bet he's working somewhere. Гуляє. He's walking. He's not working. Awful. Anyway, nobody's moving in here because they're complaining there is nowhere to work and no food for sale. Food for sale we will fix when we have our little warehouse. Finally, the man is fixing the cards. Hire a lady here, and we have either apples, apricots, cherries. Since the Ukrainian village, we're obviously having cherries, because that's exactly how it says in Taras Shevchenko poem. Садок вишневий коло хати, хрущі над вишнями гудуть. And building the town hall. Town hall will allow us to control the taxes and see all kinds of stats regarding our little village is doing. The lady's planting the trees for the next several years. This will produce nothing because the trees have to mature before. As you can see, they're tiny little trees, not good enough. Now, I think the harvesting season begun. It's August. The ladies are picking potatoes. Anybody can pick potatoes, so they hired seasonal workers, 2 ladies over here. Farm looks nice. What I like about this game is that if you keep it on like X12 speed, it's a frantic city builder where you have to do everything, figure things out and what. Then if you slap it on like 1x speed, and just put the camera down like this and chill and enjoy the view, walk around, work, get water from their house, go to the shop. Looks very peaceful. I like it. That is nice too. I wish he could have implemented day-night cycle in some way, but then it wouldn't work because the time flies too fast, and if the sun was frantically skipping the days in the sky, it'd probably get an, I don't know, a little epilepsy warning because not good. Wouldn't look good, definitely. But that would be still cool to figure it out somehow, like maybe a different game mode, or change the pacing of the game. Ladies keep getting the potatoes, putting them in buckets, for having potatoes. Whatever these guys are producing is getting taken away instantly. Nobody moved in here yet. We can only fix that once we finish the town hall and then the food storage facility. I would imagine warehouse is like for non-tasty things. don't have enough people for this many fields, I think, because I'm not sure if the ladies will make it until the snow falls out and or the crops are. I'll make one field of potatoes enough for just one winter, plus all of the stuff that they made in their own houses. This winter we're fine. It's when you get to a bigger sized village, it decides to be a problem. Plus, when you have a bigger sized village, in a few years, they wear out their clothes, and they start complaining that their boots are bad, that they want some winter clothing because it's cold, and you have to buy sheep, build a wool production facility, then build a tailor facility, then produce warm clothes, then put them on the market for them to buy, and they have to be not so poor that they can't afford clothes. You can also loan money to them. Like, it's not exactly a loan, you can just give money to them. You see family struggling, you can just give them some money from the town budget. Buckwheat next to go. These are gathering buckwheat. Move it faster. Have most of your cards. No, all of the cards are up and running. So that's good. This dude's probably chilling. Fire him for now. Let him be a seasonal worker or a builder. We'll rehire him into building when the cards start breaking again, because for now they're doing okay. And these guys have to keep producing nails, because the more buildings we build, the more nails we need. This lady can also technically get off of here, because she doesn't need to do anything here anymore. The trees will just grow on their own and to help her. We already made it like 1,000 potatoes. So I think we'll make planted buckwheat. At least the same amount of buckwheat. Also good. Not too cool that we can only make like half of it. The end of September, start of October. Hopefully by November, until before the snow hits, we'll be able to gather all this stuff. Ooh, time is running out. I'll be on here for 10 minutes. Let's play until the point where I can put some produce in the market. We'll wrap it up. In the meantime, if anybody wants a good, authentic, medieval Ukrainian chill city builder, you can go on Steam and look up Ostriv. And buy it. It's not that expensive. I think it should be very cheap, maybe worse at worst. I don't remember what kind of money I spent buying it. Okay, we can put... But here's a list of all of the things you can put in the warehouse. I'm not gonna translate them all, but you can put 20,000 pieces of anything total in the warehouse. 5,000 potatoes. 5,000. Rechka. The worker in here. Oh, I could press this button and auto. So now we'll be bringing these two resources from the field because we're producing it, and these ones she's buying from the people. Calculate the total capacity. This is 10,000 and there's 10,000 more left. 8. So let's do like this. Do everything. Because these are not like, there won't be a lot of these resources since they're producing them in their house. 1,000 should be enough to put all of this stuff. Then 6,000 here and 6,000 here, and the total will add up. These buttons control that using government funds I will buy this produce from the people who are making it, so they wouldn't keep it all to themselves, they could resell it at the market. Buttons over here, like so. Yeah, now she can get anything, which is honey, wasabi. I forgot, but this is a spicy thing. A spicy root that it is used in wasabi. Forgot the name of the vegetable. Zucchini, pumpkin, onion, carrot, raspberry. Now I can slap a person over here. Anybody. And ask her to sell pumpkin, potatoes and buckwheat because that's something we have a lot of. Kartoffel, and just for a change, let's put honey on that. Fruits honey. That's pretty good. That's done. We are slowly running out of money. We are obviously not getting more money for now since there's no trade going on. But if you slap a trading post somewhere and start selling the excess resources, for example, I would probably sell circle. Have enough of that. Playing because everybody's busy. And I think we can take off. Willing to join these non workers? No. They're probably busy. Well, there's a lot of stuff to be done. Here, people are bringing their produce here so they could sell it then. A lady finally hired, got herself some produce to sell. And now there are no complaints. We're here. Yeah, here. We got a new family. Older family. They have a grandpa who is 84. They have dad and mom, 50 and 49. They have a 26-year-old son and 21-year-old daughter. So there are 5 of them living in this little house. But that's normal for 1600s, 1700s. But we have now a bunch of people over here fixing the fields, and that's really good because they will hopefully be able to wrap up by the end of November, which is very close. Yeah, they'll probably make it. And yeah. Food storage facility. Produce being sold. New family moved in. Water available. Here's the town hall. This is the money management part. Get 100 from the taxes that they're paying. We get 100 hryvnias, and we spent 750, which is not good. Like resource production, you can see everything here, and population. They will have all of the complaints, how many people are unemployed, how the money is divided in the community, if there is place to live, what age people are here. So this is one old guy who's 84. Yeah. 3 games saved. Might continue it next.